Administration to preserve messages sent on the messaging app Signal involving military strikes in Yemen. A journalist had been added to the chat and says that he saw sensitive military information. The Justice Department says the administration is already working to track down and preserve those texts. That journalist, Jeffrey Goldberg, was the main attraction at tonight's opening day of the New Orleans Book Festival. Andres Fuentes was one of almost 2,000 people listening to him talk about the situation and the tough decisions he says he faced.
This line, stretching nearly 200 yards, started near Ferret Street and ended at McAllister Auditorium on Tulane's campus, all for the New Orleans Book Fest's opening session, a talk with the Atlantic editor-in-chief, Jeffrey Goldberg.
There's been some news over the last week, and I thought we might focus on that.
Goldberg was scheduled to speak at the festival long before he revealed that the Trump administration accidentally added him to a group chat with top military officials who discussed war plans in Yemen. The Trump administration says the messages that Goldberg screenshotted and published were not classified but still sensitive information. Goldberg says he felt it was right to be as transparent as possible.
Our goal is to, like all good journalists or people who are trying to be good journalists, to hold powerful people to account. And so if they're going to tell the American people that this isn't important and we feel it's important, we're going to let the people decide, and that's what we did.
Goldberg also mentioned how originally he thought the messages were too sensitive to publish, but after trying to get a hold of government agencies as to whether the information should be released, he only heard back from one.
We want to know, just because we're belt and suspenders, right? Is there anything you actually think shouldn't be put out into the public eye? Because the last thing that we want to do is put American service people in harm's way. The CIA actually did ask us to withhold a specific piece of information, which we did. They explained why, and it seemed like a good explanation.
And many spectators here at Tulane really enjoyed hearing from this source all that happened during this tech scandal.
And he was really concerned about, putting out this information, but then he had so much pushback from the administration that he felt like he really had to.
He had the guts to put the truth out there so that we would know what's going on, which is our right.
Now today, both the heads of the FBI and the Department of Justice say that they will not launch a probe into how Goldberg was added into the group chat. When we have more information on this developing story, we'll be updating you on air and online. Back to you on the desk.
All right, thanks, Andres.